Alright, so as promised, here's the upload for the new mounting system that I had for the rotisserie. Before it was mounted to a single point right here using these two bolts. That's how it was mounted when I got the car. It was already on the rotisserie. So wasn't real happy with that single mounting position on the back of the car. And so, yeah, so future work that I do on the car, this will make it a little easier to get access to the tail panel. I'm probably at some point probably going to replace the tail panel, if not parts of the tail panel. It's got some weird stuff going on right here with the bumper. I don't know if this was smacked at some point, but this bumper mount area looks like it could use some work. There's no real rust in there, but in the tail panel, but there's just looks like there's some
this would be past repairs
that were done. There's some holes, so this may have been pulled out at some point. And it's just not real super straight along the bottom of here, so at some point this might get replaced. I'm not sure. I'm kind of on the fence about it. So anyway, so the mounting system, I went ahead and got some square tubing, which I already had from a gate that I built last year. So I had this piece of square tubing, the larger square tubing, and then I think this is 1x2 square tubing, which these were actually part of the traction bars that came with the car. And as I knew I wasn't going to use the traction bars, so I repurposed them. Now they're part of the mount for the rotisserie. So I just used the rear spring perches and put part of a rubber bushing on the inside for the bolt to go through, so this doesn't, jump up and down as I flip the car upside down and right side up and stuff. So it kind of keeps that bolt centered at all times. Same with the other side. And then I just welded these square tubes directly to the horizontal tube going straight across. And just made some little ears with some holes for a bolt to go through. Pretty basic setup. And then this used to be just a hole straight through the middle of the rotisserie arm, and so this longer piece of tube here goes all the way to the end here, and I just welded on a thicker washer because this is pretty thin wall stuff, so I wanted this to be a little bit more structural in here, and then welded a nut to that, and then I have basically a set bolt here, and I may end up adding another one so that there's two here, but there's no way for this to slide out really. But what happens is when I flip the car upside down, I can hear this kind of flip from one side to the other because it's pivoting on this set bolt here, and sometimes it scares the crap out of me when it does that. So so I may end up adding another one on the back side here just to keep it planted. So that's pretty much where I'm at with it. The other side is pretty much the same on this side. Pretty basic stuff here. So that's it for this.